My name is Nick Metz, Interim Deputy Chief of Operations. Just want to start off by saying that the information I'm going to give you at this point is preliminary in nature. Everything I tell you is subject to change as we proceed through the investigation, okay? This is what we know so far. At about 20:45 hours today, we got a call from a woman who said that she had called a relative at the house that's located behind us here. When she was talking to another woman in the house, she could hear what appeared to be some kind of a disturbance going on, and she heard a shot being fired. The line went dead. The caller then called back to the house, and this time a gentleman answered the phone, and the man had made suicidal threats during the conversation, and then the phone went dead again. The caller called 911 and reported this information to our dispatch center. Officers were immediately dispatched to the scene, and obviously because of shots being reported having been fired, the officers responded in a very quick fashion. They set up containment around the house. There were several officers in the back of the house. The man started to come out the back door. The officers heard what sounded like a gunshot. In fact, one of the officers put out over the air that shots were fired, and could see that the man was holding what appeared to be an assault rifle. The man saw the officers. The man leveled the gun towards the officers. The officers responded by firing. There were 3 officers who fired their weapons. I don't have the exact number of shots, but the man was hit. He went down. Other officers who responded to the scene formed what we call a contact team, and they secured the man. They immediately called the Seattle Fire Department, medics, and they responded. The man was transported from the scene to Harborview Medical Center. The last information we've received is the man is still alive, but his condition is unknown. When the man was secured, we did take from him what officers said is an AK-47 assault rifle, and he also had a handgun on his person. The scene was contained. We were able to secure the inside of the house, and the person the original female who had originally talked to the caller was not in the house. It appears that she did get out, but we have not located her as of yet, and we're trying to find her right now. The house, as I said before, has been contained. Our homicide and CSI units are here, and they obviously are conducting a full investigation. The officers that were involved in the shooting have been removed from the scene and are being questioned right now in our homicide unit. That's the information I have right now. I'll take whatever questions you have, but keep in mind that there may be a lot of questions I may not be able to.
So are you saying that
I am going to answer one question at a time, and you're going to raise your hand for me.
Fired?
Raise your hand for me, please. Thank you.
Were there any other injuries, or do you believe that the woman who called may be dead?
We don't know. She's not in the house. There's no indication of any violence that has occurred in the house, so she may have just left. She may not even know what has happened right now. So, again, we're still trying to work with the details on that and get that taken care of.
I heard from 3 neighbors that he was mentally unstable, and they were not surprised. Do you know anything about his history?
We're going to be working to get that information, and we'll provide that information.
Were shots fired at any of your officers?
We're not sure. As I said before, one officer did report shots fired. We don't know the direction of that the shot was being fired.
Was there any ambiguity as to whether or not he actually did level a gun, or was it dark? You know, where did this happen?
It happened in the back of the house. It does appear it was dark, but our officers believe that the gun was being leveled at them. There's a question over here. I don't have a number, quite a few, but I don't have the specifics right now. Yes, ma'am.
Can you run down who was in the house when the officers got here? I've heard reports different people were running out of the house. He may have had some sons who were here some days. Was it just him in the house?
The information I've received at this point, again, that's all subject to change, but the information I've received at this point was he was the only one in the house when officers arrived. Who was here before that, I couldn't tell you right now.
Who is he, by the way? Any information, age, or anything?
He appears to be about a 50-year-old male, but I don't have any other information at this point.
Do you know if he lived at the home?
I believe so.
Do you have a history of calls here?
We're trying to get that information right now. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ada.
He's 59.
59.
I gotta run the stairs. Do you want to pick